open AMSWin again and click the File menu. This is what we're going to look through next. There are several sub-menus under File. We're going to look at New, we're going to look at Open, we're going to look at Backup, Restore, all four of those. First, New. Now, just like many Windows applications, under File there is a new menu item which creates a new file. Now, in this case, it's creating a new database file. Now, the reason why this is a really interesting feature is there are several AMSWin dealers who have a spouse that sells Mary Kay or some other MLM product, and they've chosen to use AMSWin for both businesses. Now, there's two ways that you can do this. One is you can lump all of it together into one database, but if you want to keep it two separate businesses, then what you would do is come to the File menu and click New. This will create a brand new database for you. And so for this example, you notice when you click New, it brings up the Create New Database box. For this example, I'm going to create a new Business 2 database. So I'm going to type in for the file name Business 2 and click Open. Now you'll notice that AMSWin has at the very top of the screen, it's showing you that it's open to file C, Program Files, AMSWin, business2.mdb. Okay, so as long as this business2.mdb file is showing in the top bar, then that means that you're working in Business 2. Okay, so now we have the AMSWin.mdb file, which is your AMSWin business, and you have business2.mdb, which would be the second business. If you click the File menu again, you'll see Open. Now, I'll take this opportunity also to show you that you'll notice to the right of some of the menu items, you've got a control plus a letter marked there. That is a shortcut key. So anytime a menu has a shortcut key there, that means that instead of clicking the menu, you can on your keyboard hold down the Control button and hit the O to open the Open menu. With this, in the same way, you can hold Control down and hit the N to open the new menu. So I'm going to click Open, and it'll bring me to the Open database box. Now you'll notice that now I have AMSWin.mdb in the list, and I have business2.mdb. You'll also, if I move the box down, notice that at the top of the screen, AMSWin has business2.mdb open. So that means that as far as AMSWin is concerned, it's working in the second business. Now if I want to work in my AMSOIL business again now, all I have to do is click on AMSWin.mdb and click Open. Look at the top of the screen and you notice that now it's got AMSWin.mdb open. All right, so let's do that again. To open the Business 2 database, click on File, Open, select business2.mdb, and click the Open button. You know that you're in AMSWin 2, or in Business 2, because at the top of your screen you see C Program Files, AMSWin, business2.mdb. And now I'll click File, Open again, and change back to the AMSWin business. Pretty simple. Now the next item under File is Backup. Now we briefly talked about backup already. It does an automatic backup when you close the program every 5 days. This is exactly the same process, but there are times when you know that you've just added a lot of information to the system that you don't want to lose, so you're going to back it up right now. For this demonstration, I'm going to back up to my hard drive, but it is usually a better idea to back up to an external media like a floppy disk or a CD burner or a zip drive. In this case, we're just going to back up to the hard drive. So click the Backup menu. It brings the Create New Database box back up, and it also suggests a name for you again. You'll notice the name it suggested was AMSWin, an underscore, and then today's date. Now, if you recall, we already backed up once today, So you'll also notice that in my list at the top of the files that already exist, there's already AMSWin underscore November the 15th, 2003. So when I click Save, it's going to tell me that your current data will be saved here. It is correct. The file you specified already exists. Do you want to overwrite? Well, you know, to be safe, I'm not going to overwrite this file. I want to have both the backup that I did earlier and this one as separate files. So I'm going to click No, and it'll take me back to the box, and I'm going to change. I'm just going to put an A at the end of the name to make it different. And then click Save again. It is correct, and it's backed up my data. The last item that we're going to cover today under the File menu is Restore. Now, that's the opposite of backup. If you find yourself in a situation where you've lost important data and you need to back up, you need to go back to one of your backups and pull that data into your computer, then you would use the Restore menu. And when I click Restore, it brings up the same box that I'm used to seeing, and you'll see all of the backups that I have available. Now, in the event that you backed up to a floppy drive or a CD drive, you might have to switch via the look-in drop-down box to that location and find the location where you've been keeping your backup files. Alrighty, so in this case, I'm going to select the backup that I created earlier in the day. I know it's the one I created today because the one I just made was 11/15/2003A, and the one that I did earlier was 11/15/2003. So I'm going to select it and click the Open button. Now this message is very important. Your current data in C program files AMSWin, AMSWin.mdb will be replaced by data from C program files AMSWin backup AMSWin underscore 11/15/2003.mdb. Do you want to continue? Now this is important because the data that's in your program right now, the data that's in the AMSWin.mdb file will be lost when you say yes to this box. When I say lost, I mean it's going to be replaced by what was in your backup. So there's no getting back what's in AMSWin.mdb. Okay? I'm going to click yes, and it has finished the restore process. So now I have restored back to the original backup that I did earlier in the day today. Now, briefly, there's three other items that I'll touch on, but we will not demonstrate. Convert data from AMS-DOS. This is what you would choose if you bought this as an upgrade to the DOS version of AMSWin called AMS. That DOS version has not been supported for about, I guess it's been about 7 or 8 years now, so it's probably not something that you're going to need to worry about. But if you happen to have waited this long to upgrade, this is where you would go to convert your data to the AMSWin format. Below that is Repair Database. This is a feature that will rarely be used, but it is there and it is available for you to use if you feel that perhaps your AMSWin.mdb database has been corrupted. So you would simply click it, choose your AMSWin.mdb database, and it would try to run a repair on it. So if you find that you want to try that, that's fine. It's just very rarely needed. Now, if you call in a support item or email us for help with a problem, we might say, try repairing your database, and this would be the menu that we're talking about. And then the last item is Exit. This will actually close AMSWin. It's effectively the same thing as clicking the red X at the top right-hand corner of the screen.